welcome back to Coach Craig Sports. Today we have another bold prediction series episode. This one's going to be the NFC East. Once again, we'll be joined by Fantasy Football Connection, Jeremy over there. I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the description down below, so be sure to check him out as well. He's going to have the NFC videos up on his channel. And with that being said, let's cut into the video where we talk about our bold predictions for the NFC East. We're on the NFC East now. Let's start with the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. I have Jarwin top 10 tight end. See, I feel like I did too many tight end stuff, but I like Jarwin. I don't even think that's really a reach. He's being drafted pretty late, like 17 or 18 at the position. Witten was top 10 last year and was horrible, so I just feel like he does better than that.
Yeah, I think, what was it? Jarwin had like 40-some targets last year. They vacated like 90 from Witten, so like even if he gets the 90 and the other like 40 go somewhere else, he'll be fine. I think he's fine. I think that's probably like where he ends up as well.
What'd you have?
I got Michael Gallup outscores Amari Cooper, which isn't too big a reach because it almost happened last year.
Yeah, that's a good one. I still like Gallup late. He took a huge hit when they drafted CeeDee Lamb, but I feel like he's a great player.
Well, like the thing is, everybody's freaking out because they drafted Lamb, but I think the one whose value gets hurt the most is actually Cooper's. Cooper's the guy that's getting the top corner,
right?
And every time he goes against a good corner, he sucks.
Yeah, some of them.
Well,
he blew up some of them too, though.
Yeah, well, Gilmore shut him out last year. Eagles just picked it. You know, the Eagles traded for Darius Slay, and he's never done anything against Darius Slay, and he's going to have to play him 2 times a year now.
Yeah, I know all about that trade.
Yeah. But Cooper's like the most overrated wide receiver, especially for fantasy.
I don't know. He was pretty sick last year, though.
He's just so boom bust.
Yeah, that's the weird. He's not exactly.
Gallup's kind of the same way, though. I feel like he's a little bit safer, though. Except he drops the ball too much, too.
Well, Gallup's safer because you can get him so much later. All right, what'd you have for the Giants?
Evan Ingram finishes outside the top 12 tight ends.
Do you like him when he plays, or you just know he's going to get hurt?
I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of an Evan Ingram hater, but
right.
It sucks because I had him his rookie year when he was good. But I don't know. Like, I don't like him this year. He's coming off offseason surgery. He gets hurt all the time. He's like the 4th target. Shepard and Tate are going to get the ball first, then Barkley, and then it's kind of him or like Slayton. Like, there's just too many weapons. Like, he can't. He doesn't have chemistry with Daniel Jones because he was hurt half the time Jones was playing, and Jones actually had decent chemistry with Caden Smith, the backup tight end.
Where do you know how high Ingram's going?
Yeah, he goes like 6th, 7th round on a bunch of drafts, but
yeah,
so he's like tight end 6.
Yeah, I stay away from that like range of tight ends just as a rule. But I had Tate's the wide receiver to own. He's always great at yards after catch. He's going to be in the slot. I think he had over 80 targets last year. The other 2 guys just make me nervous. A lot of times they're not healthy, and I haven't seen like a ton from them to be like stud wide receivers. Where even though Tate's old, he just seems to still have it.
Yeah. Well, like, him playing the slot, I think, helps him out a lot, too, because, like, Daniel Jones is going to panic where I throw the ball. You got to dump it off to Barkley or got to dump it off to Tate.
Right. Yeah, and Tate's, I mean, obviously Barkley's open if he's running routes, but Tate's always running routes and seems to get open. Yeah. And the yards after catch always has done it for me with him. I feel like he's a sleeper guy, especially in a deeper league that could be valuable every week.
Well, I've seen him go pretty late in a lot of leagues too, like round 11 or later.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's almost like a throwaway pick at that point, and I just feel like he's going to have volume. PPR,
he could just be like a monster if he's healthy.
Right.
The only question I really have with him is obviously Jason Garrett's the offensive coordinator now.
Right.
And I don't like particularly remember Jason Garrett using the slot receiver a bunch. I mean, kind of Cole Beasley, but like I think he was only calling the offense a little bit when Cole Beasley first kind of came onto the scene.
Right.
So maybe like a year or 2, but But it's like one of them things. Did he not use the slot receiver a bunch because he didn't have one, or like now he's got a slot receiver? Is he going to use him now? Like that's my only concern with him. But I think Tate and Shepard, they're going to be on the field more than not. So
Yeah, I like him late, especially I don't know where he's going, but it's I always see him real late. What'd you have for the Eagles?
This one's pretty bold.
Okay, I'm ready.
Deshaun Jackson plays 14 games and finishes the season as a top 36 wide receiver. I'm not sure what's more bold, the top 36 wide receiver or him playing 14 games.
I think the games is more bold, to be honest.
Considering what he played last year, 2 games, 1 game, something like that.
Right.
He's still a great wide receiver. His body hates him.
Yeah.
But I'd rather take a shot on him than take a shot on AJ Green like 5 rounds earlier.
Yeah, that's true. And if he plays, he's always been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I had Rager was the top target, and we'll finish in the top 30. I'm worried about Jackson's health. I feel like it's everyone on that team is getting hurt except for Rager, and probably, I feel like Ertz is going to be valuable again just because of that same reason. Alshon, there's no timeline to return. They took Rager. They need him to be something. And I know typically wide receivers in the rookie year are pretty much worthless, but this year I have a few that I definitely like more than typical.
See, I'm like so conflicted on Rager because I think he'll do good, but I don't think he's that good a player.
Right.
I think this year might be this is going to be one of his best years just because they need him.
Right.
But
yeah.
For Dynasty, I don't like him that much. Because I think all the other wide receivers are going to be better long term.
Right. Or they'll keep drafting new guys or bring someone in. I could see them bringing someone in, honestly.
Yeah, I don't even know who they bring in at this point.
Well, you can not right now. I mean, next season.
Yeah, but
Alshon doesn't play again. They're moving on from him. Jackson's going to be done.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson might play till he's 40.
You never know. If he can hold on to the speed, someone will give him a contract.
Because I think he's 35, 36 now.
Yeah, I think he is 36, which that's incredible.
And he still runs like a 4.4. It's God, who is that guy? Darryl Green. Do you remember him? He was an old defensive back. Played with the Redskins for a long time. They used to have the speed challenge in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
They had do a 40 time. He's 40 years old running against all these other guys. They're the fastest guys in the league, and he's still smoking half of them. It's crazy to watch. But that was back probably in the late 1990s, early 2000s.
What'd you have for Washington?
I got Bryce Love finishes the season as a top 24 running back.
I have the same exact thing, but for Gibson in PPR formats I put. I don't know. For me, Gibson's the guy to own there just because he can catch the ball. He's half wide receiver. All of his tape from college is absolutely insane. He's making whole teams fall on their ass.
See, I have a lot of concerns with him as an actual running back. He's a great playmaker, but he has his vision sucks.
Man, you're crazy. Go watch his footage again because I would argue his vision's at the top of the list for the rookie guys.
I don't know,
and he's not a small guy. He's 6'2", 230 or something.
Just depends on how they use him because I think he'll be an okay flex play at some point this year. I don't know if these are both bold predictions.
Yeah.
Bryce Love was great.
Honestly, I could see AP holding on to the job and having 70% of the carries all year long and just being that thorn in both of sides. Yeah.
But then it's they get to later in the year, they're 2-8. Are you going to keep giving Adrian Peterson the ball when you're 2-8, or are you going to give Love and Gibson the ball and see if they're any good?
Yeah, that's definitely you can almost argue both sides though. Some coaches are oh, let's use up the old guy instead of possibly hurting the new guys. But
yeah, but I mean at some point you got to figure out this is going to be the second year for Bryce Love. Yeah, you only spent a 4th round pick on him because he was hurt, but. Right. Before that, he was a Heisman contender, 2,100 combined yards. He's a really good player following Christian McCaffrey out of Stanford, but I think he could be good at the NFL level.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think both of those guys are kind of like a coin flip. Like everyone I talk to is either on the Gibson or the Love train. To
Yeah,
me, it's more of a toss up.
yeah. I think like Gibson's a playmaker, but like he's still too. He's just raw still.
I feel you. I don't
But
know. I like his catching ability. I like
hey,
him in PPR, especially. I definitely went late round dart throw in a standard, but I don't even really play standard that often anymore.
hey,
My home leagues are all half point, which I like the most. But
I don't know if there's much else to say. We got this whole division covered, right?
yeah, we're done actually.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed our bold predictions for the NFC East. Let us know what you thought about our bold predictions down below in the comments. If you got any bold predictions of your own, be sure to leave them down in the comments as well. I'd love to hear what you guys say. Like I said, be sure to check out the AFC videos. They'll be up on Jeremy's channels. I'll be posting the last NFC bold prediction one up on my channel probably tomorrow or Sunday. If you liked and enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Please check out Fantasy Football Connection as well. Jeremy over there. Check out his videos that he's posting up that we did together. Be sure to subscribe to him as well. If you're a new or current subscriber who has yet to do so, please hit that notification bell. It'll let you know every single time that I post up a video. I would recommend doing the same for Fantasy Football Connection as well. It's going to do the exact same thing that I just said for me. And you'll be able to see all those AFC bold predictions going up on his channel as well. We're going to be working on some stuff in the future together as well. But with that being said, that's pretty much all I got for today. If you guys need to reach out to me for any reason, feel free to do so. You can reach me at CoachCraigSports@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter. You can tweet at me at CoachCraigSport. You can reach out to me on the Facebook page as well, Coach Craig Sports. And be sure to check out the Fantasy Football discussion page on Facebook as well. I have a link to everything that I just mentioned down below. But with that being said, that's all I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed our bold predictions for the NFC East for 2020, and have a great rest of your day.